everyone, this is Himanshu Srivastav. Today we are going to study about circulatory system. Circulatory system consists of two words. First is circulation and the other is system. Now what does the word circulation means? Circulation means anything which can be transported, passed or circulated from one cell to another, one organ to the other, or through the whole body. And what does the word system means? A group of organs that works together is known as system. As we all know that our body is made up of cells. So there are some substances which can be transported to these cells like oxygen, nutrients, etc. And there are some substances which are taken away from these cells like carbon dioxide, waste products, etc. Why these products are taken away from these cells? Because they are harmful for our body. So blood transport all these substances in our body. For the transportation of these products in our body through blood, we need a pumping organ, and that pumping organ is known as heart. And there are some tubes which flow blood to different tissues. These tubes are known as blood vessels. There are two types of blood vessels. One is artery and the other is veins. Now what is artery and what is veins? Artery, they carries pure blood from our heart to different parts of our body or the whole body, and veins, they carries impure blood. Impure blood means deoxygenated blood, and pure blood means oxygenated blood which is free from carbon dioxide. Here impure blood contains carbon dioxide. So veins carries impure blood from different parts of our body to heart. Now these all three, blood, heart and blood vessels, they make a system that is known as circulatory system. Okay, now we are going to study about the structure of heart. We are not going in detail, only the basic structure. So a heart consists of 4 chambers, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is divided into right side and left side. In the upper part of heart is known as atrium and the lower part of heart is known as ventricle. In the right side of heart there is impure blood present, okay, and in the left side of heart there is pure blood present. This is right auricle, right ventricle, and this is called left auricle and left ventricle. And there is a wall present between the right auricle and right ventricle that is known as tricuspid valve. And again between left auricle and left ventricle there is a valve present which is known as bicuspid valve. Now why these valves are present in between right auricle and right ventricle and left auricle and left ventricle? These are present as we all know that blood flows from body to through veins to right auricle and from right auricle to right ventricle. But what happens if blood flows in the opposite direction, that is from right ventricle to right auricle? So it stops or preventing the flow of blood in opposite direction, there is a valve present which is known as tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve, it prevents the backflow of blood from right ventricle to right auricle. Like same here as with bicuspid valve. It also prevents the flow of blood from left ventricle to left auricle. So here we have seen the structure of heart. Now while studying the structure of heart, there are two words or two terms which we should have to know. One is diastole and the other is systole. When blood comes into our heart expands and it is known as diastole. When blood comes out of our heart shrinks and it is known as systole. Now we are going to study a general layout of flow of blood. Okay, this is our heart. Suppose that this is our heart. Right auricle, right ventricle, left auricle and left ventricle. So from the upper part of our body, blood flows through veins to superior vena cava. The upper part of our body blood comes here in superior vena cava, and from lower part of our body, blood came into inferior vena cava through veins. Now, from superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, blood reaches into arterium. There are two walls present, one in both. One in superior vena cava, Hervesian wall, and in inferior vena cava, Eustachian wall. These walls, they again prevent the backflow of blood from right atrium to superior and inferior vena cava and to the body parts. Okay, when blood comes here in right auricle, and from right auricle to right ventricle through tricuspid valve, and from right ventricle to lungs through what? Pulmonary artery. And here in lungs, purification of blood takes place. Purification of blood means the carbon dioxide which is present in the blood, because it is impure blood. The carbon dioxide which is present, it goes into the atmosphere. And oxygen from atmosphere comes into the lungs. Now the blood becomes pure. Okay. Now pure blood is taken into the left auricle through pulmonary veins, and from left auricle it goes into the left ventricle through bicuspid valve. Here impure blood and here pure blood. And from left ventricle, the blood goes into the whole body through what? Aorta. Through aorta. Okay. Now there are two things which should be noted. We all knows that veins carries impure blood, but there is one vein which carries pure blood, that is pulmonary veins. It carries pure blood from it carries pure blood, and there is one artery which carries impure blood, here pulmonary artery. It carries impure blood from right ventricle to lungs, and here the blood purifies, and now this pure blood is carried through pulmonary veins to left auricle. Okay, so we can see there is a double circulation in human beings. Double circulation is found in human beings. Once blood comes into the from body, it comes into the right auricle, then right ventricle, then lungs, and again from lungs to the right auricle and left auricle and left ventricle to the whole body.